Internet. This is Zed with Zedexis Gaming, and welcome to Morrowind. Today we are going to start a new adventure. I am using the open Morrowind version, 0.48. There are, other than the open Morrowind changes that they make, I'm not using any other add-ons. I'm not using any kind of visual add-ons or quest add-ons or anything else. So this is what it is. So let's get started.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
You know, that intro still gives me chills. One of the coolest little intros of all time for a game that just continues to give lots and lots of enjoyment. All right. Zengzi is going to be our character.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Thank you, Jeep.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Got me turn the music down a little bit. We get up here. Does it give me the option? Yeah, I can do that now. Let's go ahead, do a little bit of master volume, and we'll cut the music a little bit. There we go. Love the music, but it's a little bit overbearing there.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
All right. We are going to be playing a Breton. And we're going with... not that one, not that one. That one. Pretty sure. Yep, that one. All right.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
All right. Fill out the forms yourself. Okay. What are we doing? We're going to play a Breton. We're making a class that's basically a spell sword. Somebody who uses heavy armor, sword and shield, and magic. And his main hook with the magic is going to be he's going to be a specialist in conjuration. So I'm going to call the class Venerator. which, if you look up what the word means, it's, kind of means to worship. And his backstory is basically he's going to be, an ancestor worshiper. He's going to be, somebody that can call upon the spirits. Specialization is going to be combat. Favorite attributes are going to be strength and intelligence. Major skills. Okay, we're going to do long blade, block, marksman, heavy armor, and conjuration. Minor skills, we're going to do destruction, restoration, speechcraft, armorer, and hand-to-hand. Where's hand-to-hand? There it is. Okay. Now, why I've picked the skills that I've picked. Usually my major skills is kind of what I'm going to have, the character be doing. So he's going to be long blade, bow, heavy armor, conjuration. Minor skills are more of like what he's going to dabble in. And the other thing is when we get to the full sheet, I'll show you kind of the one thing you want to pay attention to when you're doing this.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Okay, we are going apprentice.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Okay. So, Breton gives you more magicka and also some magical resistance. Elfborn is what you get from the apprentice. So the resist magicka and the weakness to magicka basically offset, and we get more of an increased magicka. So we actually get a relatively large magical pool. So this is going to give him a lot of room to play with different things as a character. Now, when you level in this game, each one of your major skills and minor skills, each time you level one of these, it gives you a 10th of a level. And when you get 10 of those, you then, rest and level up. You can then increase these skills, strength, intelligence, willpower, etc., based on how many times you've leveled up your major, minor, and miscellaneous skills as to what their governing attribute is. So if you level up Longblade 10 times, that's going to give you the maximum bonus to level up strength. Now, major and minor skills can be trained, but each time they're trained, of course, they're going to give you more points towards that next level. They're forcing you to level. The key is your miscellaneous skills. You want to have a miscellaneous skill for each of your attributes, with the exception of luck, which does not have a skill attached to it. Because miscellaneous skills you can raise either by using the skill or by training, and it doesn't count towards your leveling, but it will count towards your bonus. So for instance, strength, we're okay. We've got blunt weapon. Intelligence, we've got alchemy. Willpower, we've got mysticism. Agility, we have... what's agility? Sneak. or light armor. Speed. We've got unarmored. Endurance. Endurance is one of the tough ones. We've got medium armor. Personality. We have illusion. And then luck doesn't have any skill. So these are just examples, but this character is basically optimized from the standpoint of at least he has one miscellaneous skill for each of these. Now, if you look back up here, he's got, strength, agility, endurance, intelligence, willpower, personality, and strength, and speed. So he's got a good spread up here too. So this gives you the capability, if you really want a power level, you can do this with your miscellaneous skills. If you're not so interested in power leveling, it at least gives you the ability to do it when you want to. All right. So he's now going to start with Hearth Heal and Summon Ancestral Ghost, which will be good for the beginning of the game. Okay, right-clicking allows you to use your menus.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
And we pick up the paper and take. Okay.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
So if we right-click, we now have... This is our character menu. As you see, if you mouse over the level, you get progress towards the level increase 0 out of 10. We have our attributes, our skills, our sign, and our reputation, and if we have any bounty from doing crimes. Okay, so they kind of dump us off into this little room, and what they want you to do, of course, is steal everything. Anything that's not locked down, steal it. Steal. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Okay, I got some torches, so we got some lights. Alright. This room, we get a couple more of the tutorial stuff. You should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger. Alright. So now we go to our menu. We drag our dagger under our body. Press F to pull out your weapon, and then click the mouse button to swing it. So we do F. Alright. So back to steal everything. Shriskar, I don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp by morning. Okay. Letters, books, and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Alright. This is an ingredient. You can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character in the inventory menu. Ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt you and some may help. So if you notice, if I mouse over an ingredient, bread is also an ingredient, you see, gives you the weight, gives you the value, and question mark. Question mark is because my alchemy is very low. As I raise alchemy, I will get the ability to identify things. We're going to pick up the paper, because you can enchant that. We're going to steal everything else here. Take the potion. Take the lockpick. Okay. So we got a lock here. So take the lockpick. Drop it on our person. Hit F. There we go. And 31 gold. Not bad. I'm gonna steal all this. Let's see, where's take? Take. And yes, take all that. Take all that. Okay, you now have a map menu. So this puts the little map down in the right corner, and then when you pull up your inventory, it gives you your map screen. So we can resize these a little bit, play with them. This is the local map. You can then go to the world map and see. We are starting, of course, in Seyda Neen. And let's take all. And this gives us the magic menu. Alright. So that gave us... Where is it? Engraved Ring of Healing. And let's steal the lantern. Press space to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he will start to dislike you. We are not going to try to persuade.
Your papers, please.
Celis Gravius. Okay. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius. My background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. So the blue text means you can click on it, and that's the key for him to talk about it. So background. I'm Celis Gravius, Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't want to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties, instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. And now I have 2 new blue items, duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Directions to Caius has been added. Package for Caius has been added, and he gave me some gold. All right, so let's ask about the cities. Balmora is north of Seyda Neen. The road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. Southwall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elune the Scout at Ariel's trade house here in Seyda Neen. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, and safe, which is key because we're level 1. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. Caius. And some of this he starts to obviously say the same thing again and again. Know your duties. My trade. I am a knight errant of the Order of Evenheart and an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise Office here in Seyda Neen. Imperial. I'm proud to be imperial. Through our legions and rule of law, we brought peace and civilization to the provinces of Tamriel. Silt Strider. Silt Strider carry passengers and cargo between settlements in Vardville. Fares depend on distances to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Silt Striders travel between all the cities. A lot of the cities. Uriel Septum. Yes, Uriel is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. This is a thing that happens in Bethesda games. You always are a prisoner at the beginning. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silent secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. And finally, the Empire. Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is the Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been a part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septum, 24th of the Septum line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Well, yes, maybe that is. So now that everything is not blue anymore, you know that you've had all the conversations you can have with him. And it's good to go through because you can get a lot of background, but you can also find quests doing this, going through all the different dialogue options. All right. Since he's standing here, we're not going to steal anything in this room. Press J to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check out Ariel's trade house up on the left. You're on your own now. All right. This is the journal. My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in the Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Cusades to find out where he lives. I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called the South Wall. When I find Caius, I must give him the package of documents and await further orders. Now, if you click down here on options, you can click on, this will sort stuff by the titles, or you can click on quests, and this will show the list of quests. This is something, by the way, that was not in the vanilla game when it was released to Xbox, which is a nice improvement. Okay, so what we are going to do, what is the plan? All right. The plan is, well, first of all, we're going to do the entire main quest. We're going to play through everything in Morrowind. I also have both part of this download also is both add-ons, the Blood Moon and the Tribunal. So we may get to those after we finish the main quest. But we're also, this character is going to be a combat-focused character. And so we're also going to do the Legion questline. We're going to do the Fighters Guild questline. We're going to do the Great House questline for the Redoran Great House. And beyond that, we will do quests, miscellaneous quests, like in the cities, people you meet on the road, stuff like that. And we will probably do a couple of the Daedric quests. So that's going to be what this playthrough is going to be composed of. For the most part, we're going to record most everything we do. If there's periods of time where I go through and do sorting inventory, or maybe go around town and just checking vendors and stuff like that, I will probably cut that out of the play. But other than that, what you see is basically going to be the entire playthrough. So we've started in Seyda Neen. Let's go ahead and get going and see what happens. And of course, our first quest.
Sorry, stranger, my time is short, so get on with it.
We're going to talk with Fargoth here. And yes, the ring that I found. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down the Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring. Family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I found it. Found it amazing, thank you. Now you're my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house. By the way, this increases your disposition with Ariel, which is kind of why I do this. And, not to spoil too much, but you're not really losing a lot with the ring. He doesn't really have a lot of other interesting information, so we're going to keep going. And we're going to go talk to this guy.
Yes?
Vadunius Nucius. A little advice. New here? Take the Soul Strider to Vivek or Balmora, fast and cheap. No trouble with wild animals and smugglers and bandits and outlaws. Go see Dar Vaim Hlarn. By the way, I'm terrible at these names, and I'm going to continue to butcher them. So I apologize ahead of time. Over at the Soul Strider port, over the bridge and along the water, and tell her Vadunius Nucius sent you.
Go ahead, stranger.
All right. So we will go do this.
What was that?
Oh, I am moving at maximum speed. Let's see. Oh, okay, yep. Speed is currently 30.
Why walk when you can ride?
Hello! So, let's do the destination, just because it was blue. Vadunius Nucius. Oh yes, he steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow, I don't think he's happy here. Your journal has been updated. So whenever your journal gets updated, Darvim Herran mentioned that she didn't think Vadunius was happy here. Now, this doesn't show up, by the way, as a quest. Oh, no, it does. I didn't remember that it showed up as a quest. It actually shows up as a quest. So this is, like I said, one of the benefits of chatting with people is that you can actually stumble upon little side quests.
Any time now.
So now, if I talk to him, not happy here? In fact, no, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that. But the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It is a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please, you'll be doing me a favor. Here's 100 drakes. Your journal's been updated. Cursed ring added to your inventory. 100 gold removed. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. I'll grab the next boat out of here. Thanks again, and I hope your luck is better than mine was. So that's a little side quest, and it gives you his cursed ring. Damage health. 10 points for 1 second on self. Fortify skill athletics, 5 points for a minute on self. Now, we don't really have any use for that. I just kind of like doing that little side quest. Doing all of the side quests here. Now, one thing you'll notice if you look at the lower left, we have the red, which is our health.
You like to dance close. You're on your honor. Don't press your luck.
We have the blue, which is magicka, and we have green, which is fatigue. with this character, since he's so low level, fatigue is going to be an issue. When fatigue gets down to nothing, it affects your abilities. Like, you can't hit anything when you're fighting. So we're going to have to be very careful managing his fatigue the first few levels. Alright, let's talk to Friskar. Hey, you look like you'd use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. That's right. See, I had a bad run-in of playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. I like how he has the little pause there. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up late the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. Okay. I know the little fetcher's got somewhere in town, just not sure where. I've already gone through his whole house. I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? I'll do it. Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give a nice view of all of Seyda Neen. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. Alright. So now we have a little quest. We can check our journal here. Alright. So we bought the ring. Friskar Flatfoot asked me to do him a favor. Okay. So if we go ahead and look and see, notice that the Vidunius quest is now closed, so it's one away from our list. Now we have Fargoth's hiding place as a quest.
My time is precious, so make
I
it quick.
do enjoy a good conversation.
All right, this is Ariel. Okay, welcome to Ariel's Trade House. So he doesn't really have anything interesting. Oh, you do get practice your skills. Let's see, popular potions. He talks about some potions, popular scrolls. Talks a little bit about his scrolls that he's got. So we're going to go straight to barter. All right. So let's sell the ring. We're going to keep this stuff. Actually, let's do our sort here. Apparel, magic, miscellaneous. Directions, we don't need the directions. We don't need the note to Friskar. We need the package. We're going to keep the paper. We're going to sell the firmament. We're going to keep the lights. We're going to sell the basket. We're going to sell the bottles, the bowl, those 2 bowls, buckets, the cups, the flasks, the fork, the goblet, the knife. We're going to keep the petty soul gem, plates. Silverware bowl gets good money. Silverware cup, silverware pitcher, silverware plate, and the vase. Alright, that gets us 200 gold. So, gives us a little bit of something to start with here. So let's see what he's got for weapons. So we're going to start sword and shield. So let's see. Iron broadsword. At least it's cheap. Iron longsword is, let's see, that's a 4 to 16. Iron Saber. That's probably my best bet. Silver short sword. Let's do the Iron Saber. And for apparel, we've got an iron shield. We could use like a shield and a chest piece. Let's go with the Iron Cuirass. Probably be good. What else we got? You obviously don't want to spend too much money here. All right, that's as good as we're gonna do. Now the other thing that you want to do, where is it? You might need one of these. Actually, you might need two of these. Do we have enough money for two of those? No. We'll have to remember to come back and pick these up. All right. Offer. Okay. All right, let's put on the shield. Equip that. And where did the chest piece go? Okay, so we got a little armor. We got a weapon. And we got 100 gold. All right. So let's see. It's time to go find the tax man. And yes, I've done the missions in Seyda Neen a few times, just a few, only just a few. And we are finding the taxman because it's a good source of early money, and it's going to give us our first place of residence. Nice. All right. So let's we got these scrolls of Icarian flight, extravagant shoes, extravagant robe. Oh, the iron spark sword. I completely forgot about that. Dispose of corpse. And let's read his book. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I'm developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I've worked out all of the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without the terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. My time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him, did it? Considering he fell from the sky and splatted on the ground. So, the Scrolls of Icarian Flight, I think these are hilarious. Fortify skill acrobatics 1,000 points for 7 seconds on self. So if you use one of these and then you jump across Morrowind. And then you land. Alright. So, this is where things are going to start slowing down a little bit. And the reason is... Oh, that was right. I forgot. The sword. So we didn't need that saber. I completely forgot that this sword existed. So if you look down at the lower left, you notice the green bar. When you move, if you have run enabled, you lose your fatigue. If you click off run, which I've got tied to the mouse here, you can walk and you don't lose your fatigue. You just move very, very, very slowly. Now this is up until the point where you increase your speed. All right. We're going to get run back on and we're going after this crab. All right. Dispose of corpse. So already we've proven that this guy looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to be able to fight. But we're going to keep walking just to make sure. If we do run into anything, we've got the fatigue, and it looks like we're going to run into some more of the little guys. Now the scribs don't attack you if you don't attack them, but these guys. The Quama Forgers, they will. Okay, got one more. And the whole reason we came up here, the Taxman. Processes by... Yeah, whatever. Your journal has been updated. Okay, 200 gold, tax record, and his corpse. Let's see, I don't think we can dispose of his corpse. Nope. That's a permacorpse. It stays there forever. So it updated our journal. I found a corpse while traveling near Seyda Neen. It seems to be the corpse of one Processus by Tellius, based on some items found on his body. He's carrying a parchment which looks like tax records. He also has 200 gold on his body, probably taxes he collected. So, we should go report his death. And that will give us something else to do. Meanwhile, we're going to take out this evil mud crab. Alright. Let us go find a guard. Hey look, a guard. Yes.
What's this about?
Murderer. Found his body, huh? Well, it's up to you. it's up to you what to do with that information. I suppose that... Sakusius? We'll just call him Sock. That Sock in the Census Office and Census and Excise Office will be the one to tell. Alright. That's what I will do. We're going to not talk to Fargoth here because...
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
Really? That's not spooky or anything. I have a feeling that I'm going to try to find your stash of stuff. Okay.
I must be going, so if you could make it quick.
Yes, murdered. What a waste. Proc was a good man. I've been wondering why we haven't heard from him in a few days. Still, there are dangerous times. These are dangerous times we live in. And these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he collected? I hate to be so callous, but I have a job to do. Yes, I found the tax money he collected. You did. How odd he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated, I can tell you that. Won't forget this, Zingzi. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find the murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise Office will pay you 500 septums. All right.
I think that cabin girl was looking at me. How can I tell her I'm not interested?
Go ahead, stranger.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
All right. So let's see. I can't remember who to talk to. I think her down here will give me some clues as to what to do with the murder.
I'm waiting. Make it quick, Outlander.
Yeah, let's talk to the murderer. Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's not surprising, I suppose. It's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Thavir over in the lighthouse. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Uh-huh. We have a lead. So we're going to come over here to the lighthouse. And while we're over here, there's a little... Let's see if I can... My agility on this guy is really, really bad, but... Oh! I missed. Try that again. I'm trying to get to the log. Aha! There we go. Iron shard axe, two-handed axe. Basically, I want that just for selling. There are some other logs that have goodies in them. That's the only one that I normally remember. But once in a blue moon, you're wandering around, you see a log, you might as well look in it. Okay. So we're here at the lighthouse. So let's see. So if I go to missions right now, our main mission, of course, is report to Chaos, but that's in the main city of Balmora. We have to find Fargoth's hiding place, which the instructions are to get on top of this lighthouse at night. And Death of a Taxman, we need to talk to the woman who lives here in the lighthouse. All right. Well, I think that's going to be a good place to stop here for our first episode of Let's Play Morrowind. Please do all the things. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the little reminder bell. And if you got any comments or questions, leave that in the comments section. I will get back to as many of them as I can. And otherwise, see you in the next episode, and I hope you have a great day.